Hello guys, I'm going to be playing some Kerbal Space Program today. I've started a new career mode save. I've all already played a bunch um of this game before, but just thought I'd create a new save for YouTube so we can start looking at like our first contracts here. That's going to be like a pretty difficult at the beginning because we don't have all the stuff unlocked, obviously. This will be easy. All we have to do is just recover any science whatsoever. This, obviously, that's going to be easy. And I can only get 2 right now anyway. So we can build our first vessel. Grab a command pod. And don't have any fuel tanks even unlocked, we just have the flea engine. And we should be able to get some fins on this as well. And this is basically what everyone's first craft should look like. Something like that. We can check our staging. We have our engine and then we have our parachute. Got Jeb in the cockpit there. All right, and here we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot something. Science. We have mystery goo unlocked right now. We can grab 3 of those. Then we can take one when we launch, or on the launch pad. We can take one in flight, and we can take one when we land, hopefully in the ocean. It'll give us different science at each location. Okay, mystery goo. And I can also do a crew report, and that'll give us some science too. And then as we're flying, I can grab the other mystery goo. And up we go. And I didn't really end up pitching over very much, so we probably won't be landing in the ocean. Oh, there goes the parachute. And now we just wait. Parachute should fully extend at 1,000 meters by default. And touchdown. Sorry, it looked fast there. That's just because I had the time warp still going. All right, and we've landed. We can recover our vessel. And we got 27 science. And we got some money back too. Wonderful. And we also got paid for all those contracts we just did. So let's see. We want to try and escape the atmosphere. We probably won't be able to orbit just yet. All of these ones, I absolutely hate doing these ones, so we're not going to do those ones. Let's see. Swivel, splash down. Okay. Now for these ones, yeah, you can either activate them through staging, or you should just be able to right-click on them and start it. I'm going to make sure that I can unlock that engine first. Yeah, I have enough science for that. And you can get more science equipment here as well. We still have 17 left. You can get this one that gives us the barometer, which is more science. Can do this contract. Okay. And add barometers. And you can add thermometers. Actually, I'm going to scrap this all together because we're going to switch to that new engine. So that's going to actually require liquid fuel now. And if I can remember the keybind to duplicate it. Come on. Should be a keybind to copy it, but I don't remember what it is. That's embarrassing. Oh well. That should be enough for now. Probably more than enough, honestly. We can add our engine to that. And I'm going to add some extra parachutes just in case. And we're going to bring this altitude up a bit. I feel like we're going to go pretty high with this rocket. Add some fins to that. And we can add a few of these. Should really only need 3. We probably only need like 1 of these, but I'll grab 2 just in case we reach a new altitude where it gives us more science. And we can try that. Oh, heh. Check our staging. Yeah, we got contracts ready. We might escape the atmosphere on this. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, if we're just trying to escape the atmosphere and not trying to get to orbit, I'm just going to burn directly upward. And I'm going to throttle down so that we don't accelerate too quickly and burn all of our fuel fighting the atmosphere. Look, it's the moon in the background. Yeah, like see these aerodynamic marks here? That means we're going pretty quick. Oh, I forgot to take a science report on the launch pad. Well, it's fine. Oops. Not yet. Yeah, we're still in the pretty thick parts of the atmosphere here. If we hit this button, we can kind of see. Yeah, we might get out of the atmosphere. It'll be close. Yeah, we'll get there. Atmosphere ends at 70 kilometers. So yep, we're going to space. And normally I would put a decoupler on this stage here, but I want to try and recover this, but also I want to land it in the water for that contract. So I probably should have pitched over just a little bit. Guess we'll see where we end up landing here. Yeah, we're almost in space. So you can observe the mystery goo in space near Kerbin and get more science that way. And we can do some time warp. Yep, we are not landing in the water. Oh well. Would still like to recover that so I can get the money back from this stage, though. That's why I added the extra parachutes. Oh boy. If I spin around really quickly, then it might dissipate the heating on those fins. High G forces, though. Yikes. Parachute, please. Uh-oh. You didn't see anything. So I think what happened there is we were just coming in too fast, and it was unsafe for it to deploy the parachutes. Well, now that I know that this can actually get to space, I am going to fly it a bit better. Do an actual gravity turn here, probably. So, ideal gravity turn at 1 kilometer. We want to start pitching over and be about here on the nav ball, which is 45 degrees pitched over by the time we reach 10 kilometers. And this should allow us to survive as well. Yeah, I'm just going to throttle down some more because we're getting more of those aerodynamic effects, which is basically just drag. Yeah, a bit late, but we'll be fine. I'm just going to keep it there to make sure that we do get to space here. Now we're in like the really thin upper parts of the atmosphere, so I'm going to throttle up now. And we should be able to get there. Yeah, just barely. Yeah, now we're on fire, of course, but it's fine. Okay, I did the first barometer and temperature sensor. And do this set here before we. Oh yeah, here we're technically in the upper atmosphere. We can also do it in the lower atmosphere. Okay. I'm just gonna try and like point the other way here, so when we come down, it'll slow us down a bit. You're just gonna time warp till we're in space, so I can take more science. Like right now. Log some more data. I'm gonna time warp till re-entry. Just gonna point retrograde here. Try and bleed off some of our speed. I don't have any fuel left, but just this. If I can hold this like angle, it might slow us down a bit more. And since we're not coming straight down, we'll also be slowed down by the atmosphere a bit more than last time. Yep, here it comes. Yeah, we're still accelerating here because we're getting closer. We're going closer to the planet, but that should start to drop, hopefully. Maybe. There it goes, it's dropping. And yeah, we weren't able to hold that orientation. But yeah, now if I just show the largest cross section, it should slow us down. Okay, beautiful. Parachutes are still unsafe, but hopefully we can slow down a bit more. Come on. Might have to ditch my plan to keep these tanks attached. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to have to redo this then. So what I'm going to do, because we still have that mission to test the part in the ocean. I am going to grab that, basically do this. This is gonna look a little dumb, but what we have to do for the contracts. Okay. Yep, that's because I haven't upgraded the VAB yet. There we go. It's fine. It's just because I'm playing in career mode, so it's gonna limit me in some facilities until I can upgrade them. Now we're just gonna do our gravity turn again here. Okay, out of fuel on that engine. Yeah, I might not be able to get away with this, with getting out of orbit now, but we should be able to survive and then also complete that one contract to test this part in the ocean. Not that one. Yeah, that's one thing that they could really do better with good career mode is that the part testing contracts are a little annoying. There we go. See, we'll survive this time. Yeah, and this is what happens when you put on too many parachutes. You just drift down really slowly. Here, if I cut some of these drugs, it'll go down faster. They aren't making much of a difference anyway. Almost there. You gotta be kidding me. Oh well. Okay, well we got some more science done there, but none of the contracts though, and we lost a bunch of money. Oh well. Let's get that stupid contract done for the part testing of that in the ocean. Yeah, splash down, Kerbin. So yeah, I'm not sure if you actually have to do it through staging or if because I have seen in the past you can just right click on it and it gives you an option to test it. So let's figure that out, I guess. We're just gonna do this. Should be able to get in the ocean there. I think I pulled those chutes a bit too soon though. Uh-oh. Now the last time we were coming down at 9 meters per second, the engine exploded. So I'm gonna try and throttle it up here. Once we get closer though. We're like just barely in the water. I should have waited on the parachutes a bit. Okay, run test. Oh, I'm not. Are you kidding me? There we go. Now it thinks I'm splashdown. There you go. Yeah, so it's not just in staging. Okay, and then let me observe the mystery goo in the water. Or on the shores, I guess. Cover. All right, let's get out of the atmosphere now. And I could probably get to orbit, honestly. Let me make sure I have heat shields unlocked for that. Yeah, I do. 66 more science, though. I can unlock more nodes. Science Junior is like one of the best early game ways to get science. So I'm really glad we got that unlocked. All right, we selected the orbit contract. I might need to upgrade this though. Yikes. Well, max of 30 parts. So if I just don't spend a whole lot, we'll see. Okay, let's kind of start over here. This one is actually um, has a heat shield built in, so I'm going to use that one so that I don't have to waste a part on another heat shield. You can just put that there. It also has a built-in decoupler. We have the slightly bigger fuel tanks now. I am going to get Science Juniors right now. Gonna at least want two. I'll try and fit three though. We'll see how well that goes. And then this stage here is going to be for circularizing. I'm just going to bring this up a bit. Yeah, we're going to want a swivel for that. Swivel is the variant that can gimbal. Reliant cannot gimbal. And we should just be able to get away with a single swivel on the bottom of this here. And that should be enough delta V, I think. And just gonna put like two of these. Well, I'll put three just. Oh, how many parts do we have? We have 20 parts. We're fine. Okay. Oh, I am forgetting fins. Definitely needs some fins to keep it stable. Because it's a really tall rocket. And actually, if I... Yeah, that's not ideal, but should be fine. Guess we'll see if I have enough gimbal authority to keep it on track. Ooh, yeah, really slow off the bat there. Just have a really low thrust to weight ratio. That's fine though. All right, we're gonna do one of our Science Juniors right now. Might have to add some strap-on booster to this, but I guess we'll see. A little wobbly. We'll be fine. Yeah, we're not going to get any of those aerodynamic things this time because I'm going so slow. That's not a bad thing though. That the like white aerodynamic marks just means that like we're going too fast for that for that density of air. Oh, yep, yep. I figured that might happen. Not enough. It's just tipping over because it's unstable because it's too big, basically. Let me just try something here. Let me take off one of these. I don't think we need that much. Yeah, actually, what I should do is look at a chart. Hmm. need like 3,400 delta V to get to orbit. Oh, okay. We might be fine. Let me just remove another one from there, and then I'll add some boosters to help us get off the pad faster. And I haven't unlocked the radial decouplers yet, so actually I'm just gonna have to like keep them attached. That's a little cursed, but it's fine. Oh, maybe not. I really need to upgrade the launch pad and the VAB. And I don't have the nose cones yet either. Right. And those don't really add much delta V anyway. Let's just go with that. See what happens. How much more delta V do I get if I remove one of those? Not much. Just go with it. Assuming it's stable enough with those small fins. Might just have to do a short hop with some science juniors to get more science and get bigger fins, honestly. Yeah, at least we're going a little bit faster this time. All right, we're going to start pitching over. Let's throttle down just a little bit. We are going a little fast here. Don't want to burn too much fuel in the thicker parts of the atmosphere. And also when we're pitching over, we don't want to get too far ahead of our prograde marker there. No, it's getting a little unstable. Yep. All right, so we don't really have big enough fins to handle going to orbit just yet, so we're just going to do short hop with these right now to get some more science real quick. And then the next one we can go to orbit. And since this decouples here, and we're not going to be able to splash down with all this weight, I'm going to add a science or experiment storage unit on the top here, just to collect them all, so that we don't lose them when we land. And then I can also add some extra parachutes to that too. Okay. I want to get to high or upper atmosphere at least, so we can take one of these at our landing site, lower atmosphere, upper atmosphere, and then launch site. So you can maximize your science here. Although actually, I can't take one out the landing site if I'm going to decouple it. So I only need 3 then. Okay. Add some fins, and we are going to launch. Oh my goodness, what did I just say? I'm going to take one sample at the launch site. Always forget to do that. Yep, 7 science right there. All right, well, I don't really care that it's unstable. We can still get our experiments done. Oh, that's still it's not in the upper atmosphere. No, come on. Need to go higher. There we go. Come on. There we go. Now it's stable. Oh, not anymore. Okay, I'm not going to separate that just yet. I think this part here is considered the upper atmosphere. So once we get to there, should be able to get more science. 22, wonderful. All right. Now if this would stop spinning. Oh, we're coming down. All right, so before I stage this, I need to click on experiment unit and then collect all. That'll grab all of these data, and then I can stage that and hope I don't hit it. Wonderful. Great. Oh, and I can take a crew report as well. Why not? Yeah, we've already done that here. And now we just wait. Okay, coming down a little slow here. And cut those drogues. Don't need them. Not that it'll make much difference though. Okay. We have splashdown, we can recover that, and we get more science. Yay, bigger fins and nose cones and stuff. We definitely need those desperately. And I can't get anything else, looks like. Now, I would like to get more money for those. Let's see if these are easy. That's a crazy altitude there. That speed's pretty wide range. E5. Oh, I have a max of 2 as well right now. Oh, because I still haven't officially gotten that one yet. Never mind, I can't even select any others. Okay. So now what we're gonna do is have one of these. Like that. I'm gonna get rid of those fins in a second. Mm, I really wish I remembered that keybind. Oh well. Oh shoot. Okay. You know, I have a bad idea. This is a bad idea. But it'll get us somewhere. This should get us out of the atmosphere for sure. I don't think it'll get us to orbit though. That's not enough delta V. Oh well. We should be able to get science from space as well this time. And then I can unlock more nodes. And then I could accept that other contract as well. I don't like that it's tipping over ever so slightly, but there's nothing I can do about that right now until this solid rocket burns out. And this throttle doesn't do anything because it's a solid. But once that burns out, then I can use this swivel here. Yikes. Why are we tumbling? Come on. Yes, that also needs fins. Maybe I should have kept those fins on. Come on. I didn't realize that those fins were doing so much work. Okay, we'll use the big fins up there. All right. This video is getting a little long, so I'll probably uh, be done at the end of this. Yeah, so that's fine there, but then as soon as separate that, even with just put 3 of those up there, and then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we might not be able to do this with just a main solid core like that. We might have to switch that back to liquids so that I can actually maintain control. There we go. We get the altitude we want. Maybe. Guess we'll see. 50,000 or 50 kilometers. Yep, we got the we got into space. Just gonna let that spin and time warp till we're in space, so I can take the Science Junior. Yeah, we're in space now. And I can also do a mystery goo. But yeah, I took that. Now I need to collect it. Collect all. Eject that. And then I might have a bit more control here. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you start time warping, it just stops your vessel completely. Yay. Science. Now we just wait till we return home. Oh, looks like we're landing in the mountains this time. Shouldn't be a problem though. Capsule, wrong way. There you go. Explosions. Should be able to get. Oh, just while flying, not while flying over the mountains. There we go. This one different? No. Well. And now we wait. Wonderful. Should be able to get a little bit more science there. Okay. Yep, 120 science. Got some more funds. So I can now upgrade that. Or do I upgrade this so that I get more max weight? I think I'm going to do that just so that I have more. Actually, I can do both, but now I only have $8,000. That's fine. And then I probably should get that. Let's see what else I could get first. And get a more vacuum efficient engine. I think I'm gonna go with this one and this one. All right, I will leave it here for next time, where we will get to, well, we'll actually get to orbit and go from there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. Bye.